Assalamualaikum everyone. So thank God I've been able to actually deliver to you another victory regarding Pepe here, and it has been a fun ride for the past I don't know since when, for almost like since 5th July. I think for 1 week whole straight, the preaching that I was meant to do has played out, right? The falling wedge is something that I made a very long time ago in the videos, right? It all started with the falling wedge, the fact that we did have a falling wedge, and this is something that I did recognize for you. So from there, I think it was right over here, I guess, something where, yeah, so the upper resistance was right here, and then the lower support was just right over there, right? And at that time, Pepe was trading at 1024, and we talked about Pepe coming down to probably this falling wedge and here, and then probably popping out of it and moving to the upside. And ever since then, you broke out of the falling wedge, gave you a stop loss of 842, that if you ever come to 842, you're going to have a bad move. You can actually continue lower. Otherwise, just for the sake of falling wedge, you are about to continue to go to the upside. So there was a long consolidation. You moved sideways for quite some days, and finally here it is, falling wedge technical target done. Now what is next, right? Let's forget the past, and now let's see what the future holds, because the update is important, and those who subscribed and pressed the bell icon, you got to see this update right very, very fast on your phones as a notification. And those who are new, well, you might want to actually press the bell icon when you're subscribing to the channel, so that you can get notifications on your phone. Now what I'm about to say is the following. Number one is book your profit whenever you have profit. All right, don't forget to book your profits. Number two is that you can see support and resistance work well, right? When there's no manipulation, falling wedges are working very, very well. We've talked about the water boiling, and it actually boiled in such a way that Pepe just moved to the upside. So two things happened ever since Pepe moved up. There are two things happened. Number one is Pepe has come to this one level of resistance that is highly likely that Pepe could actually drop down from, because this was previously a support in here. You broke down, you went up, you got rejected. You can see you came to that line, you dropped down, you've made a fake out again, and then you dropped down, and now you're pretty much at that particular level one more time. So there's a threat, open threat for Pepe to go to the downside, right? That's the first thing. Number two is Pepe on the RSI is at the overbought level right now. Just the previous resistance that we saw in here, that resistance, and it's now this resistance one more time, and Pepe came to that resistance after May. So after May, Pepe has managed to climb up to that particular resistance on the RSI. All right, now another thing that has happened, and these are very, very small things that other people don't notice on YouTube, is that when Pepe broke out of this, boiling water that we talked about in the previous videos, it actually didn't backtest. You can see that Pepe was climbing and climbing and climbing for so many days, and then it just pushed, and it well deserved, right? Congratulations to anyone who got this win in here. We actually had a win from Shiba Inu, Ethereum as well, so we didn't miss anything. But yes, Pepe was also meant to pump, and that was the huge move. And you could even see that clearly. I didn't notice this before, but this was actually a ascending triangle, and the ascending triangle here played out, which is a bullish pattern, by the way. Now some reversal candles are appearing, and I'm going to actually end with some few other things that are going to make things clear. There is a nice good chance you might see a retracement down to maybe 1016, right? And I'm going to tell you why exactly we could do so. You see, when you break a resistance, now you broke that resistance, you can see there's no retest at all. So if it ever comes down here, it's going to be a dirty retest, right? Dirty retest can happen, and we've seen this from Pepe so many times in our life. And then from there you could actually go back to the upside. One more thing as well is to look at Ethereum. Do you remember how many times I've been comparing Ethereum? Ethereum has done the very same thing. Pepe and Ethereum in a way have been behaving very similarly for quite some time. I saw Ethereum and I told you about Ethereum that there was this resistance here. You've broken out of it, and it does look like you kind of went for the retest here, and then you actually went to the upside. The technical I even gave this as a free signal on my Discord, and you can see that the target is already met in here. So you can see it went all the way to the target, and this was given on 5th of July. So after 6 days, Ethereum went to the technical target. But now if you zoom out of Ethereum, you do have one resistance here, move down, another resistance touch, move down, another resistance touch right there, move down. And I've been trading this place for quite some time as well, and I knew that if you're going to go up here, you might actually touch that as resistance. This trend line is a huge resistance, ladies and gentlemen. And now what you can do for Ethereum is you could actually get rejected and go down to maybe 2568. Reason being is you have made another break here which hasn't done any retest, just like Pepe did. Pepe broke out of the ascending triangle and it didn't do any retest. Ethereum broke out of this resistance, there was no any retest. So basically this is where you could be rejected, and Pepe is also facing similar resistance. So right now Ethereum is at resistance, Pepe is at resistance. Even Bitcoin is probably overbought right now, so there is a lot of resistances going on, which is hard for me to say that if there will be a continuation. Maybe there could be a little bit pump of here and there, but right now just don't forget to take your profits out. And that's it for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love.